Hello, everybody. Here's your warm-up. Solve those equations with the variable if possible. Let's see what happens. Go ahead and do that, and pause the video, work on that, and let's see what happens, okay? Alrighty. Those of you here, guys, can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a look at our number 2. I'm just going to do number 2 in the interest of time here, since I want to give you guys plenty of time to work on your self-assessment right here in class. Let's make it happen. I have our warm-up. We'll do our routine. I'll give you guys like 3 or 4 problems to do together, and then we're going to just let you guys loose on your self-assessment, okay? Okay, let's see here, guys. Can I get a little bit of help? This first one, how would you manage it? Edo, what is the first thing you do when you have an absolute value equation like this? This is okay. If you're not sure, I'm really glad we're talking. So how we figure this out here is that the absolute value of something is equal to 19. Shh, 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 shh. Edo, what 2 things could you take the absolute value of and make 19? Shh, shh, shh. How about this? I'm thinking of a number. The absolute value of that number is 19. What number might I be thinking of?
19 or negative.
Bingo. That's what we're looking for, Edo. So I think you were trying to overthink my question a little bit. It's just 19 or negative 19. So what we're going to say is this stuff that I've highlighted in green, this stuff on the inside, 9 minus 5x, it might be equal to 19, but it might also be equal to negative 19. When I have an absolute value equation, I wind up getting an equation that I have to solve twice. I have to split it up like this and think of the 2 different possibilities of how that could go. Let's keep our hands to ourselves, please. Let's see here. Camilla, how would you solve a 2-step equation like this? Well, how about this, Camilla? Remember the story of the date? Here's you, here's your date because you're staying close to your date, and here's your annoying sibling that your folks made you take on the date. Who do you want to get rid of first? The sibling. She said it with such relish. She was like laughing like she was thinking of exactly how she was going to get rid of the sibling, like forget them. Like, so how am I going to get rid of this positive 9? Yeah, we're going to take 9 away from this side, and we're going to take 9 away from this side. That leaves negative 5x equals 10. And then what's next here? What should I do next, Camilla? How do I solve that? You divide both sides by negative 5 because there's a secret multiply. And x equals negative 2. The cool thing here, Camilla, is that we actually can do literally the exact same steps over here. So walk me through it. What's your first step? The only difference is that this time this side is negative 5x, and this side is negative 28, I think? Yep. Okay, and then what's next, Camilla? By negative 5 the same way. I don't know, 28 divided by negative 5? I don't want to do it. Yeah, let's see, negative 28. Oops. Negative 28 divided by negative 5 is 5.6. Beautiful. So on Canvas, I want to put the one that's lower first. So which one's going to come first, the negative 2 or the 5.6, Camilla? Yeah, bingo. How many of us were able to get x equals negative 2 or x equals 5.6, or see how we got that in our 2 alarm? Beautiful. Those are your level 2s on tomorrow's skill check, okay? Let's talk. Okay, hold on to your hats, guys. It's the 41st day of school. 41 is the 13th prime number. And since it is the product, since the product of any 2 primes equally on either side of it within 12 is less than 41 squared, it's a good prime. Okay, I'm going to try my best. 41. Now, guys, what is the next prime number after 41? I believe it is 43. What is the next prime number after 43?
47.
I believe it's 47. What is the prime before 41?
Is that 37?
It is 37. Yeah, 46 not prime. What's the prime number before 37?
33.
Nope, 33 is not it. 31. 31. So here we go. 41 times itself. 41 times itself. is 1,681. 37 times 43. 37 times 43. Is that more than 41 squared or less? Less. And then I do 31 times 47. And is that more or less? Less. I got to tell you guys that some people are like, that's dumb. No. That's actually kind of cool. Here's why. Let's think about 11. I don't think 11 is one. 11, I think it goes 7, 5. And then this one is 13, and then I think 17. So if I do 11 times 11, I get 121. If I do 7 times 13, I get 91. And if I do 5 times 17, 85. Oh, I guess that is one too. Shoot, I can't think of one that... I'll look up one that's not, and maybe that'll be interesting. Happy Thanksgiving!
What?
In Canada. Yeah, in Canada, Thanksgiving's happening in Canada right now. They're starting to cook turkeys and get it going. Yes, Credence. So sorry, guys. I can't hear Credence. Shh, 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 shh. Go ahead.
I remember that because my brother's birthday is today, and Canada, when we lived in Canada, it was
Ah!
Thanksgiving.
Yep, sometimes it was a birthday on Thanksgiving.
He was went on his birthday.
Yep, absolutely. There it is. So you were like, perfect. I love it. That's awesome. All right, guys, let's see here. What's our first essential question? And I would love to get that from, let's see, that's going to be Garrett. What's our first essential question today?
Okay. How can I prepare for tomorrow's skill check on solving absolute value expressions?
How can I prepare, for tomorrow's? No, I'm expecting too many absences on Wednesday. Tomorrow's skill check on absolute value equations. Okay. All right. Our Jeopardy this week. Why is the only vowel? An alternative to burial cremation is to place bodies in one of these, like the ones in New Orleans, to keep the dead from floating down the street. So the correct answer will not have any A's, E's, I's, O's, or U's in it. Only the letter Y for its vowel. Anaga, do you know it? It is a crypt. Crypt is spelled without any vowels other than Y. Be on the lookout for that. And formal way, that's a tie. That's a tie. Hello there. What's up, Duane? Guys, don't make that weird for me. Don't make that weird for me. I'm talking to Duane right now. Go ahead.
I never learned that Y was a vowel.
Sure, it depends. If Y is going y, it is a consonant. But if it is making any sound other than y, it is a vowel. Like yo-yo, consonant. Cryptic, vowel. All right. Underneath, that was cryptic. All right. Got a pencil? Today it's absolute value equations. Except the again is outside of the absolute values. It's absolute value equations again. Okay. Once upon a time, we were looking at how to solve multi-step equations where there were variables flying all over the place, and we were trying to figure out where to put them. And there were two methods, right? There was Abby's method, and then I think it was Dean's. Yeah, it was Abby and Dean. And remember, I was like, hey, one of them's going to keep working forever, and one of them's going to stop working for us. And Abby's was the one that stopped working for us. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you remember Abby's method is coming back with a vengeance on this one. Got a pencil? Where did it go? There it is. 3 absolute values of 2h minus 8 absolute value minus 15 is equal to 21. Now, I know what your instinct is trying to tell you to do. Your instinct is telling you to distribute the 3 into the absolute values and then take away 15 from that negative 24. You can't do that. It turns out if there is stuff inside an absolute value and there is stuff outside an absolute value, I can't get them to, generally speaking, there are some circumstances where it will work, but I don't want to worry about that so much. We can't get them to mix in with each other. So we need to somehow make this look like the absolute value of 2h minus 8 just equals something. I need to make that look like the absolute value of 2h minus 8 equals something, because then I can split it up and do what I want to do. How many of you remember Abby's method and see exactly maybe what we should be doing here? How many of you are like, oh no, is this what level 3s look like? It is, isn't it? It sure is. When I say teach, I want you to say okay. Take a minute and 10 seconds to discuss how do you think we're going to handle something like this. Save us, Abby! Teach! Okay. Yes, Leo. Did you get this guy? You figure this out? I don't want you to miss this. So why don't we finish this one up and then let's do it. Let's do this guy at least one time and then let's go. Let's go. Okay. Can I get you back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Alrighty. Let's see here. Annika, what is your instinct? Like, I don't know if you remember Abby's method, but what do you think we could do to try to get this to look a little bit nicer? Exactly. You're going to treat this absolute value here as if it was a variable. You're just going to treat that like it's a variable because I'm trying to get it by itself. And to do that, you could add 15 to both sides. Since this is outside of the absolute values, I can just get rid of it. It's fine. I can put that together. And that gives me 3 absolute values of 2h minus 8 is equal to, is that 36? Thank you. Keep it going, Annika. What's your next step? That gives us the absolute value of 2h minus 8 equals 12. And now that I've got my absolute values alone, I solve this the same way I solve anything. I split it up into 2 different scenarios and I solve for h twice. Give it a try and teach. Well done, Annika. You got to get rid of that stuff around there first.
That was a joke. I
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. Why does Millie look so mad?
I don't know. I'm not very good at drawing.
That works.
Put a smile.
There we go. Well, now she looks like she's planning something. Oh, yeah, that's right. And since you are absent, what has happened is Credence has put all the absent people at her table. She's drawn little pictures so that if I call on you guys, I could try. Alrighty. Can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Eden, what can I split this up into? What are the 2 situations this could be? And how would I solve each of those? What's that? Sure, tell me. Add 8 to both sides. 2h equals 20, and then? Beautiful. So h equals 10, or we do the same thing over here. Add 8 2h equals negative 4. Divide both sides by 2. And h equals negative 2. How many of you got h equals 10 or h equals negative 2 for that? Beautiful. Wait, Eden, which one would come first in Canvas, negative 2 or 10? Awesome. Guys, if this is what your level 3s look like, how many of us are suddenly feeling a whole lot better than before we started this? You love to see it. Here comes the next one, guys. I got 2 more for you before we work on our self-assessment. Got a pencil? 15 minus 5 absolute values of 4 plus 8m, close the absolute values, is equal to 10. See what you guys can do with that. Give it a try and teach. Beg your pardon. I see you guys are checking your answers with each other telepathically. That's your first lunchers. They're the first lunchers. Whoa, whoa. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum.
I forgot how to do it again.
Okay, let's find out. So, what do you got for me? Oh, beautiful. This is good. Well, hold on. That's a minus 15, right? So shouldn't that be a negative 5? Oh, shoot. And then also that should be a negative 5 also, because that was a minus right here, right? That's okay. That's okay.
I'm still very confused on how to do that.
So let's say this is you.
Okay.
Who's the date?
I don't know.
Who's closer to the absolute values?
What?
Who's closer to the absolute values between those two?
This.
Yeah, so which one do we have to get rid of first?
The negative 5?
Actually, we got to get rid of that one first.
Okay.
We'll have a little fun story to match up with this here.
Stop touching my stuff. Like, what do I do from here? Like,
Now divide both sides by negative 5, right? Because that's multiply. Yeah, Leo.
Petersen, am I right?
Ooh, I don't know. Let me think. Not quite. I think you might be on the right track, though. You might be on the right path. Let's find out. Okay. Come on up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Folks, so here's the thing. If solving an equation is like going on a date, right? And like you have to get rid of the annoying sibling before you before you drop the date off at home. And absolute values are like escaping from prison. If this is an absolute value sign, there's the prison bars. Who are these guys? Those are the prisoners. Who are these guys? The guards. Now, guys, if you've ever seen a movie where they're escaping, if there's a guard right up against the gates looking at you guys, trying to escape, huh? Not on my watch. And then his buddy's over here watching him. Which guard do you have to take out first? The one in the back, right? Because if you take out that guy, the guy in front, this guy over here is going to be like, oh no, something's happening. So who do we have to take out first, guys? The 15 or the 5? We got to take out the 15. So we're going to take away 15 from both sides. Negative 5 absolute values of 4 plus 8m is equal to negative 5. Now, there is a secret multiplication here, guys. That's okay. Let's see what happens, okay? Let's see what happens here. Let's see here. That's going to be Elin. What would I do to get rid of that negative 5? Remember, it's negative 5 times all these absolute values. Yeah, we're going to divide both sides by negative 5. The absolute value of 4 plus 8m is equal to positive 1. Now I'm going to split it up. Now that the absolute value is alone, the guards are gone, you can split up and then do the whole opposites thing. 4 plus 8m equals 1, or 4 plus 8m equals negative 1. How would I solve these? Let's see here. Jack, how would you solve those two-step equations? What would you do? Yep. So that would be 8m equals negative 3. Divided by 8. And what, pray tell, is negative 3 divided by 8? Okay. Let's do the same thing over here. Take away 4. 8m equals negative 5. Divide both sides by 8. And m equals, help me out here, what's negative 5 divided by 8? Okay. They are both negative. Can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? How many of us were actually able to make it to this or see how we got there and aren't too concerned? You guys feel like you can manage that? Okay, lovely. Which one comes first, guys? The negative 0.375 or the negative 0.625? Negative 0.625. Guys, I've got one more for you. So let's write this one down. Got a pencil. 5 absolute values of t minus 1, close absolute value, plus 17 equals 7. Give this a try, and here we go. Why are you smiling like that, Mr. Petersen? Teach!
Why are you smiling like that, Mr. Petersen?
Good luck. Is anyone going to catch the trap I've set for them? I'll tell you, I have entire classes where no one catches the trap, where no one sees the trap I've laid out for you. Will anyone catch it this time? Will anyone catch my trap? I think Abby caught my trap. Hang on. I don't think Abby's falling for it. You guys, I don't think Abby fell for it. I don't think she fell for it. I don't think I got everybody. I had a big net. I put out a big net and I didn't catch Abby. I didn't catch Abby.
We got this. I think, Mr. Stop.
Okay. Leo's on something. Leo's onto something. Leo's onto something.
On the last problem, I multiplied around the parentheses and I solved it and I got the exact same answer.
Well, there's one of them. Where's the other one?
Oh, no. I already had the real answers right here.
Oh, but where's the other one? That's the thing. Where's the other one? That's what I want to know. Yes, Duane. That's true. So what?
So then it doesn't happen.
I didn't catch Duweni. I didn't catch Duweni. Duweni got away. Duweni got away.
Did I get away?
Can I get you in 5? No, this is still a level 3. Can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? I did not catch Abby, and I did not catch Duweni. But I don't know that anybody else escaped my clutches. But I'm going to show you what they did. They started this problem just like you did. They subtracted 17 from both sides. 5 absolute values of t minus 1. Close absolute values equals negative 10. They divided both sides by 5. And they got absolute value of t minus 1 equals negative 2. And then stopped. They didn't write a single thing down. They did not split this up into 2 pieces. They did not solve 2 separate equations. They simply stopped. When I say teach, I want you to say, okay, why do you think... I'm going to let you guys talk about it. Why do you think Abby and Duweni stopped there? And what do you think that means the solution is to this equation? Teach! Dueni's doing a little dance. She's psyched. She got away. She got away. Curses. Okay. Can I get you back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Did anybody who fell for my trap initially figure out why this matters? Did someone who fell for it and thought that this had the solutions 3 and negative 1 know why that those are not going to work after all? Jonathan. The absolute value of a number can never be negative. This says the absolute value of something is negative 2. The absolute value of what is negative 2? Nothing. So you know what you would do? In both blanks, you'd write none. In both blanks, you'd write none. There is no solution. Now, before I set you guys loose on your self-assessment, some of you might be complaining, whoa, whoa, whoa! We had an absolute value is equal to a negative over here, though. So why was this one okay? Why was this one okay? Go ahead, Credence. Yeah, we divided it by the negative, and we got the absolute value equals a positive, so it was good. If you ever get to a place where it's the absolute value of something equals a negative number, you stop right there, no solution. Otherwise, you split it up in 2 and solve it the normal way. Will you guys open up your planners to page 46, please? Page 46. Page 46, please. Yes, Leo? Yes, as soon as we get this all done. Absolutely. Get this in, and then you're first to go. Page 46. Now, guys, on Monday, voice is off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shh. On Monday, October 13th, that's today, your self-assessment is 6.2. It's absolute value equations again. I'm not going to write the whole title because it's really long. On Tuesday, October 14, that's tomorrow, that's our absolute value equation skill check. And in case you're curious, guys, if you go to page 47, Thursday and Friday, you can cross those off. There's no school on Thursday or Friday this week. And in fact, on page 48, on Monday, you can cross that off too. There's no school on Monday. Which is extra sweet because teachers still have to come here, so you're also welcome to write ha-ha. I know, your days off always feel extra sweet when your teachers don't get them. When I say teach, I want you to say, okay, work on 6.2. Leveling, sorry. Level 1 for tomorrow's skill check, I almost forgot. Level 1 is solving one-sided equations, like two skill checks ago. Level 2, solving equations where everything's inside the absolute value. Level 3, solving equations where there's some stuff outside of the absolute value. Your level 4, hold on a second, Leo. Let me just get through the level 4 here. The level 4 is that you have to solve equations where there are variables outside of the absolute value. That's what I have for you guys. Go ahead, let's work on 6.2. Give it a shot.